Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Chesh from Chesh Breaks, and don't worry, I'm not going to go, hello, sports fans, because I think that's fucking obnoxious. I am here, of course, with my awesome co-host, Adam. Adam, how you doing?
I am fantastic. We are at the NBA playoffs.
Good
time to be alive.
And we might talk a little bit about that too, and my particular predictions, because I think I don't want to make people angry, but I have a feeling the comments that I make might make somebody angry, which will be interesting. So we have some news, and the first one is, I should say that this stream, of course, is sponsored by guff.com.au. See them for all of your gaming needs. So Panini NFT packs. Did you hear about this? This is great. So Panini have advised that in addition with their blockchain stuff that they've been doing, they're actually also curating NFT packs. So you can go onto their blockchain site at paniniamerica.net or whatever the fuck it is, and you can actually buy packs of Panini cards that will be tied to their blockchain.
Where?
Yeah. Now, look,
how's this going to work? The whole pack's tied to it.
Yeah, exactly. So look, I'm okay with this, right? In a way. But when you tell me that you're going to be doing packs, and when I know that you have what is the name of this app? Hang on, NBA Dunk, Panini's NBA Dunk, and the packs within NBA Dunk include like a shitload of base shit commons. I wonder if your NFT is going to be worth money or if it's just going to be more ways for us to spend money on shit. Because contenders
How do you
just
get
dropped.
rid of base cards that are digital and are tied to a blockchain? You're like, oh my God.
See, here's the brilliant thing. If you're fucking smart, which Panini aren't in this particular regard, you make it so that you can burn them and that they're all uniquely numbered. Now, how this works is pretty simple. On a blockchain, if you can burn a card, it's usually so that you can make the other cards in its rarity pool rarer. Not only that, because you get to see how many are left in the pool, it also upgrades the card into a new version, shinier, cooler version of the card. I know all of this because I was slated to be releasing my own NFT at the end of this month, which is being pushed back because I haven't been able to find a marketer. Yeah. My NFT is based around wrestling, don't worry. It's a whole thing from the game that I produce called El Luchador Fantástico Grande. It's a great board game, by the way. Card game, depending on what you want to call it. But yeah, so being able to burn cards, shitty common cards, so that you can upgrade their rarity is an awesome pinnacle to the collecting landscape of an NFT. However, this is Panini we're talking about, and they only just started releasing cards on their blockchain that come with a physical copy. The physical copy isn't tied to the digital fucking copy. So you buy an NFT on their blockchain and you receive a physical copy of said NFT, but it doesn't have an NFT chip. So it's not tied to the fucking card that you bought online. Something we keep talking about, something I keep talking about that I want to do in regards to El Luchador Fantástico Grande. Because I think the way forward for this kind of technology is letting somebody have a physical asset that is tied to a digital asset. So you own both, but you have to have one to have the other. Because if you have the physical copy, you own the digital copy. Which, by the way, is a great way for you to follow where your digital copy's gone to if somebody fucking steals it, because you can see as soon as they activate it. The great thing about that means that if Joe Blow steals it and sells it to JoeNet, then JoeNet enters it on the internet and you can then track it to that particular user and have a way to actually track down who the fuck that is by going back through whoever produced it to go, this person has stolen this from me, please look into it.
Sounds logical.
Yeah, logic.
So why aren't Panini following logic?
Because I don't know what they're doing, and whoever it is that
they're like, holy shit, let's make money.
That is exactly
do this. Yeah.
And that
There's
is
a
the
guy
whole
at Panini that his job is holy shit, let's make money. And he keeps pushing buttons and releasing shit.
Exactly. And sorry, DJ, I'm sure you're heavily tied to this, my friend. But please, reach the fuck out to me and give me a job, and I'll teach you all about what you should and shouldn't be doing with these. Because the way it's being put forward at the moment, the minimal advertising, the fact that you're dropping this information on fucking podcasts, and we're finding out from podcasts, is horrendous, because it means you are not doing your job correctly. I'm sorry, you're not. You can absolutely say that you think you are, but you really aren't if I'm picking this up from fucking podcasts, not from emails that you've sent out to your customers who are on your mailing list, like myself. Thank you very much. I'm not finding it out from stores who you should absolutely be working with to make unique NFTs tied to particular high-level stores, because that's a really fucking cool thing that you would be able to do. Just saying, there's so much shit you could be doing that you're not doing. Anyway.
Yeah, I think the guy that pushes the button needs somebody employed alongside him to stop him pushing the button.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I just don't understand. Oh man. The next one up is so there is a current dip in the market. We know this because finals have started, baby, and our boy LaMelo Ball's Hornets got knocked out of the finals, yo.
Yeah, look, Gordon Hayward wasn't there to stick up for him.
Look, a lot of people are going to be spitting their balls about how LaMelo Ball just fell short and how we know now that he is trash. And I'm sorry, but you are wrong. There is a new NBA play style that's going to be coming in from all these new rookies. I guarantee it. And Ball and Zion are going to be the two leaders in that new group, the new face, over the next couple of years. You can't
still find it funny. I still find it funny. We thought it was going to be Lonzo Ball. It's going to be LaMelo Ball that's doing it. Oh my God.
Yep, exactly. The thing that I don't get, right? So I was thinking about this the other day, and there's a heap of different players who had really bad rookie seasons. Just shit, horrible, terrible rookie seasons, even the first couple of seasons, until they really found their footing in the NBA and exploded like motherfuckers. And the same with any sport. You know, if you look at like NFL, right? There is a couple of very, very high level players in the NFL right now who had trash or non-existent rookie years. And everyone was just writing them off. And now they're like big players, basically. Big money, big news. And look, I think that Ball was well hyped, not overhyped coming in. A lot of us were just like, we see Anthony Edwards being that good. But like to shape an entire team is a very different fucking thing. But Celtics got into the playoffs, into the finals. So that's surprising. Hopefully Tatum doesn't shit the bed, because Celtics are very much known for shitting the bed in games. But today he dropped...
this is technically not an NBA playoffs game, so...
Well, true.
The play-in, yeah, so he's got every opportunity to shit the bed next week.
Exactly. So with the play-in game, though, he went off on the Wizards and dropped 50 points of bombs.
Yep. Big 5-0 for Tatum. I thought Westbrook was going to go to town and, you know, get his gazillion
was just like, hey, Westbrook, hey, buddy, hold my beer.
yeah. Well,
just
it's Washington's been on a tear.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I was like, all right, well, you know, Wizards are like looking really good. They've been looking really strong coming in, and then all of a sudden they come up against Celtics, who are hit and miss at the best of times, and Celtics are just like, you know, no, we want in. We're going to take it.
I think it'll be good. It'll actually be very interesting to see the first round. Boston, obviously not the Boston they were over the last couple of seasons.
No.
But definitely, I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see how they go when they play against Brooklyn. Because that could be hit and miss. That Brooklyn outfit, you don't know how those stars are going to play together.
Yeah, exactly. And here's a message from Adam, one of our dear friends and listeners, who said, I watched the Knicks Celtics during the week because Celtics resting a lot of dudes. Carson had a lot of minutes, played well when given chance. And I'm like, yeah, Carson's like a secret weapon. The kid can play, but holy shit, Tatum today, mail time in 10 minutes. It's just funny because it's like, I feel like the Celtics know that Edwards is good, that Carson Edwards is a good player.
Yep.
But I feel like he's just not as in high demand because there's so many point guards on that team. Like, you can just, like, point a finger in any direction at that team, and it's like, oh, there's a point guard, you know? And it's just like, it's painful because the kid can play, and he's shown that he can play. Like, look at that dunk on Harden last year. Oh, man, talk about disappointments. PSA.
Oh, we're going straight for the jugular now, aren't we?
Oh, we sure are. Here's a PSA to PSA. What the fuck are you doing? So Instagram account that most people follow in the hobby, Card Porn, made a post. If I am just to find it here, they sent off 2 cards this week through to PSA on the $300 level. Here we go. So, to confirm 1000% that the flip game where you could buy raw cards and ungraded cards with the intention of regrading them as over, is over. Sorry. We received 2 mini grade cards back from PSA today. The problems: issue 1. There was a card for a Justin Herbert Silver Prism. This is an unnumbered card that they brought off eBay a couple of weeks ago and then sent it to PSA under their $300 grading option. It came back as a min grade. Why you would send it for min grade, I don't know why you ever would anyway, to be honest. I wouldn't be submitting it that way, but sure. They say there that the problem was that they never actually selected min grade or minimum grade. So they wonder what happened. Now, you all know where we're going with this, right?
PSA, I think we had a fair idea.
Yes, so PSA took over recently as software AI company that they've started using for grading services. And it has what they call a specialized computer fingerprint, where it will digitally fingerprint the card. So when the card comes back through the system recognizes it, and the system goes, "Nah, we've min graded this before, fuck it off." That's a fucking problem, PSA. That is a problem. Because what you're effectively saying to us is, don't buy and submit raw cards from eBay or anywhere else. You must crack the card yourself and send it in. That's fucking robbery if you're taking people's money for this shit. That is bullshit. You need to fix your shit. I don't want to say that BGS is going to be the next biggest thing, Adam.
I'll say it. They're not letting people down right now.
I mean, they are.
I don't care if not to these levels.
Yeah.
Like, come on, PSA. What are you doing? You're supposed to be the go-to for a graded card. And because now everyone wants stuff graded, you guys are fucking up left, right, and center and just refusing to do your job.
Yeah.
What is going on?
The fact that we keep seeing min grades come back, even if somebody has selected min grade, I'm going to be honest, I think it's pretty terrible that you're taking the full amount for the fucking grading, the full amount for a grading fee, and then sending the card back to them with a slip of paper. Like, that's just fucking obnoxious. And fucked. Like, I would rather not pay you $300 USD, which is almost $400 Australia. Fuck you. For you to like fast grade my card, regardless of what it is, regardless of how expensive it is. It's a shit service. They're doing a shit job. I don't know if somebody else has tried to fucking push it through your system, or maybe your system wigs out and tells you that it's like attempted to be fucking graded before when it hasn't, you know, or I get it off somebody else who has tried grading it before and I just don't fucking know. You've just then stolen $600 because you took $300 from me and $300 from the original fuckwit that sent it in, and you think it's not your fucking problem. Like, that's really shit customer service. That's really fucked.
I think that actually goes to the taking money and just acting as if nothing's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Like, send it back, give them a refund, give them a partial refund. Say that there is a percentage of your money that you will not get back, but if they do send it back, you get some of that money back.
Exactly. It makes no sense.
Meet your people in the middle. It's fucked.
On to a lighter note. Mail time! Yay! So I entered some breaks, and I think that some people may have heard me crow on a little bit about this. So one of those breaks was a couple of Crown Royale breaks. One I got shit all. The other one I got shit all. I chose Pistons in both. Then I random teamed and I got this. A base Cole Anthony rookie. Now, I'm not going to say that breaks are a rip-off because gamble at your own risk, kids.
Is this gambling? Gambling?
Look. We should talk about gambling in Shopify for a second. I don't know if you've heard about this, Adam. Shopify have been closing people's websites who are doing breaks because Shopify consider group breaks to be straight up gambling and too far on the grey line, and they've decided that they will just stop it. So if you are using a Shopify account with a Shopify checkout system, you are in danger of having your site closed.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. Just be aware. So they
Clearly
started
Shopify doesn't live to the same, I don't know, philosophies as like, I don't know, Panini or PSA. They're like, no, we don't want to make money.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fine.
It's fucking weird. And I guess constitutionally they don't want to, or legally they don't want to be in that grey area just in case something does happen. And there is an investigation and a lot of shit goes down, I guess. But, I mean, to call it gambling, like, I guess to a certain degree it is, but buying a box is fucking gambling then.
Correct.
Buying a booster pack is fucking gambling.
At what point do we go down the rabbit hole and nitpick what is a gamble and what is a calculated risk?
Well, it's funny you should mention that because I have the answer from Shopify, which is, if you buy a box or a booster pack, you're not gambling because you have bought a product. If you buy into a break, however, you're not receiving product. Even if the person that you're breaking with has told you will get everything from your team in that break, there is a chance you won't get anything, so it's gambling. But don't worry,
you're buying
kids.
A token this infuriates me.
Such a shit argument.
I open a ComSec share trading account. I'm gambling with my own money on the stock market.
Correct.
I buy a booster box. I am gambling because oh my god, it's ridiculous.
It's fucking bullshit.
Flat out ridiculous. But Shopify, you guys stick to your guns. You make sure you take that moral high ground. And I tell you what, the Facebook Marketplace will love you for it.
It's funny you should mention that because that's also become a small problem.
Oh, Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace have been rejecting people's posts based on the fact of group live breaks because they also consider it gambling.
So I go in a raff. It's a Raz. It's a raffle. You go in a raffle with a chance to win something.
You can't do that in Victoria because of gambling laws.
But you can call it. It's the internet. That's not Victoria.
If you are based in that country or region, regardless of if it was online or not, because you are based in that region, it is illegal.
I love the creation of the internet. It's made grey so fashionable.
However, if you do a competition, it's not a Raz or a raffle, it's a competition. And it's fine.
And how the competition... Please, explain to me how these competitions work.
Exactly the same as a fucking Raz. The fuck?
Oh. Sorry, we're not randomly announcing a winner of anything. We're running a competition with which only one person wins.
Yep. So I've been trying to figure it out.
So how are we actually competing in this competition?
Well, that's the thing. I've been trying to figure it out myself, like how Chesh Breaks is supposed to go about doing fucking breaks, right? The only thing I can think of is...
we're competitive.
Well,
we run competitions.
Here's the way you do it. You get a random hit.
Wow.
So every single person that enters your break gets a random hit, right?
You get a base card, you get a base card, and you get a base card. Oh my god.
Yep. That's exactly it. Right? So I would still stick to the, like, on average, box has X hits, and I don't send base anyway. I make that very clear in all my breaks. Unless you ask for it, we will not do it. Unless you pay extra.
Like a LaMelo Prism base.
Well, no, so that's different. So LaMelo Prism base is an RC. All RCs get sent, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
But if it is, let's see, LeBron James or Jason Tatum, I'll usually send those. But if it's a fucking Devin Booker base, then I'm just gonna like put it in a pile of cards over to my right here.
You mean I'm not, if I get a break and I hit the Lakers and I'm celebrating I got the Lakers, you mean my Alex Caruso cards don't come out?
Yeah, correct. You can shove those up your ass.
He's the GOAT. He's the new GOAT.
But if you get an insert or a parallel of Alex Caruso, you absolutely get sent that because it is an insert or a parallel. In other words, it's a hit. So the only way I can think about it is, let's say with this box of Court Kings that I set up a break, I would actually not set up a break. I would set up a live random draft.
To distribute hits.
And distribute hits. Or
but
even
watch out, because you can't break copyright law by playing hits whilst distributing hits.
Correct, and I can't call it Hit Parade. But if I went, all right, so I know that there is 8 cards in this box, right? Which means that if I have 8 people go into this hit party draft, then it means that person A who hits number 1, like the number 1 spot, gets to draft the first card. So they'll probably draft the auto. And then person number 2 sees that there's a LaMelo Ball level 4 Court Kings hobby rookie and goes, sick, I want that. And then that person gets that. And that's the only way I can think of doing it, where it won't cross a legal line, because you're not gambling. You're actually drafting. You're paying money to go in the break so you can draft the card based on where you come.
Competition of skill.
Correct. Which is
fucking
great.
Is what it is.
So that's just one of the things I'm thinking. So speaking of breaks, Monday Night Football. So I went in the National Treasures break. It was a $260 break. Yeah, I know. Just because I thought I had a good feeling that I would hit something. Me versus, 31 other teams, right?
Why not?
And it did. But it's not what you would think. So we got to choose our teams. So I chose, of course, Packers because I wanted Jordan Love. And I got this patch. I think it's like $40 patch, but it's National Treasures, so whatever.
I was gonna say it's a very plain looking patch too.
It's absolutely a piece of shit patch. I'm really disappointed because National Treasures being, $5,000 a box. And I know this is to 99, but I would have expected out of National Treasures that maybe they would have something better. But apparently,
no, just don't use white. Just don't use white on your patches. Come on.
Just
especially when the majority of your card is white.
Exactly.
Come on.
But yeah, they did a great break. So everyone should go and check out Monday Night Football if you're into NFL. The next one comes from the number 1 Australian Carson Edwards collector, Valami, encased in base for whatever reason. I don't know why people still do that. Sure, you don't need them. Bye. But it's the moment you want.
I've seen this card before.
Okay, so I don't know how many are actually in here. I don't actually know what's in here, to be honest.
So starting next week, you need a ticker at the bottom of the screen.
Look, I would absolutely set one up if I had the know-how. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're definitely well over 50. We were over that last week. I reckon now we're probably about 65 base.
Yeah, we're where are we? We're in May.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah,
hey,
we'll be at 100.
Yeah, exactly. He's lucky to get a base card. Caruso doesn't get inserts. Yeah, well, correct. Punter says random pack breaks go. All right, at least you guaranteed something just cost more. Yeah, but it's still a random. Like, it's still gambling. So that's why we have to figure out how to do it without breaching the perceived law, which there actually isn't a law around this particular thing. But there's a lot of grey areas. And,
it's super grey.
Yeah, super grey.
It's not quite 50 Shades, but it's probably more entertaining.
Exactly.
50 Shades of Grey.
I thought I had another Haze auto coming, but I don't know what's happened. I'm gonna have to track down to see if I'm maybe wrong, because I could be, and that's fine. And that sleeve is fucked. Why would you send it in fucked sleeve? I haven't actually checked these cards. Give me 1 second. Is it just a sleeve? It's just a sleeve. Just a really fucking mangled sleeve. All right, well, there we go. Killian Hayes arriving now. There is regular card sleeves. All right, great. Sleeving on the fly, baby. So yet another Killian Hayes to the collection. Corners look all right. Doesn't seem like there's any printing or surface issues. That's great. Another Killian Hayes arriving now, because apparently I need more. Now this is something that I've been trying to track down for a while, and it's interesting because I have not been able to find one of these at all. And it is this right here, my boy Carson Edwards. What do you think, Adam?
That looks very, very, very nice. Is that
so? This is the website set is called Panini Instant. I think it comes in like booster packs or something. I don't really remember. But they are on specially limited number.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Yep. Nice that this is one of 287.
I believe all 287 will be named as one of 287.
I think that's probably correct, to be honest. But I think maybe 287 isn't the amount in the set. That wouldn't surprise me at all. But still, I just wanted it because I didn't have a copy of this in my Carson Edwards collection, and now I do. And it's a very cool looking card. I just wish it was foil.
Yeah, that'd be super sweet. In any instance, an interesting release. That's it. There's a lot of interesting releases from Panini. They just need to get their shit together.
Oh, come on. You really want to buy into their NFT packs, don't you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I want lots of blockchain for base cards that are tied to. Oh my god!
Hey baby, do you want to block the chain? Sorry,
they're not in it. Oh, they're just messed up. They'll get their shit together one day.
I mean, they won't. But...
Give it a few years, they'll figure it out, and
they really won't.
Or they won't.
No, they won't. It's gonna be a long, cold day in hell when they finally figure out what the fuck they're doing. I mean,
how many times are we gonna hear the phrase "new NFTs" from Panini?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, just hire somebody that knows what they're doing. Hire somebody from the fucking space. Make it so cards are burnable. You know, like it's great that you're putting it on your blockchain platform, but separate your actual platform from your website. Like, make it a separate part entirely, so that it has a fully integrated system, so people can search for shit. People can like do cool shit on there. They can show off their collections. They can do all sorts of things. And do you know what, Panini? Here's the best thing of all. Do you want to know how to make really fucking good money? It's the world of NFTs. Make a digital photo frame so people can then display their fucking NFTs.
You mean like a range of digital ways to display your NFT?
I know. Oh. Fucking mind bending. Why is nobody doing it? Doesn't make sense.
I think people are still holding on the popularity of NFTs.
They really are.
They really want to see where this goes before they go, wow, this is a thing. Let's go all in, kind of.
And that's why, like, Panini are getting in there early. And I applaud them for like jumping on the Top Shop bandwagon. Really fucking late. Like, super fucking late. Like, Panini, when this was making waves in December, you should have had shit ready by the end of fucking January. You really should have.
Yep.
You should have pushed LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards as your two top rookies, as the face of the game with Wiseman, maybe as backup as well. And you should have pushed that shit out. And you should have had it ready to go. The fact that you didn't move on it, the fact that you probably just sat there pulling your put until May, 5 months into this year, before you're deciding to make anything, let's say 6 months, because it'll be at the end of May, is concerning. Because it's you jumping on something way late when you thought it was a great idea. And look, people will fucking buy it, but the way it's being implemented is shocking. Just shocking.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's just they just missed the boat.
Yeah, pretty much. That boat is just sailing way out of the fucking harbour.
But I don't know. NFTs are a weird ocean, and I'm sure that opportunity will knock again.
I mean, it always will.
But yeah, Panini's hasn't shown. Yeah, a quick reaction time. So we'll see what comes of the whole world. You never know. NFTs might just not be a thing.
Yeah, they might just die. That's a very real factor that it may just have been a flash in the pan that gets taken over by like right-wing bigots like it is currently in the comics art movement.
Yeah.
There is a chance that there's absolutely every chance that NFTs just fall the fuck down, break apart into little pieces, and everyone just goes, well, lost all my money. It's always that chance. So I guess we'll have to see. Excuse me. Well, on that note, I don't have anything left. Do you have anything left?
Not really. Just I guess I'm waiting for the NBA awards, because might have to line some sweet Clarkson and Randall stuff if the awards go the way they seem to be going. Mm-hmm. That said, I would like Julius Randle to be the MVP, and then I'll be selling my entire PC of Julius Randle at his peak.
Will it not be Tatum?
Oh, Tatum.
He's going off. He's going off. But I mean, no one talks about him.
We're at the business end of the season. Business end of the season. Tatum's going to shit his dacks.
Yeah.
Randall's going to come back down to earth. Unfortunately, I think he's done really well to now. The Knicks have done well in the regular season, but look, it's time for the big boys to step up, and we all know it's
Knicks have been the
playoff
surprising
time.
I think
they've been entertaining. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think they'll get knocked out, and I'm fine with that because they've already shown that like they are a serious contending team now, as opposed to like when they were the laughing stock. The weird thing I think is the whole Nets progression. So here is my finals pick. I think it's going to come down to the Lakers versus the Nets. And I actually think that Harden and co will actually clinch it. I think it'll be fucking nail-biting. And I reckon it'll go to overtime. And I reckon Harden and team will steal it from the Lakers. And LeBron will be pissed. Super pissed.
I was actually on another show last night where we were talking about the matchups. And I think my conclusion was it's not the way we expected it, but the Western Conference Finals are going to be a battle of LA for a 7th seed versus the third seed? The Clippers or 4th seed? 4th seed.
4th. Yeah. Sorry.
And then in the East, finally, after going completely quiet this season, the Milwaukee Bucks are going to come out and show that they can play finals basketball. Well, unfortunately, they're going to fall to the Lakers in the finals.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Giannis is going to come out and fucking ball out all over Lakers, right? And then LeBron is just going to go, no, I can't have this. And LeBron's just going to Super Saiyan up again and do his usual. He's going to
prove who the MVP last season should have been.
Yeah, exactly. It really should have been. Like, that was just fucking stupid, but yeah.
Let's see if LeBron can control the narrative. We've already got the Warriors tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Look, I'm going to be honest. I really want Golden State to win, but I
think a lot of people that yeah.
I mean, if Wiseman and go through, I'm gonna be shocked. I can't see it happening though. I really can't.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've got I had a friend who's a very nervous Phoenix Sun supporter, not liking the idea that their first round matchup is going to be a 7th seed Los Angeles Lakers.
That's it. Like you don't. It's like getting into a top 8 of a Magic tournament, right? Like
Yep.
you get in top 8. For some reason, you're in like second spot into the top 8, and then you look at
Yep.
your matchup, and in 6th place is, you know, like one of the fucking Romans brothers or David Mines or, you know, anyone else I can name from my old stomping grounds that were like internationally famous players. Like, oh fuck. Like there's a couple of times where I've had to face Mindsy down. Which is funny because I used to beat him in DBZ. We actually fought out for regionals in Dragon Ball Z Scorzy, which I managed to win because I was playing the dirty Roshi balls, the Roshi blue balls, which was a cool deck, by the way. You just it's essentially it just basically gets all 7 Dragon Balls into play on like turn 3, and you win the game.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's really nasty. So I use that to beat Mindsy. But in Magic, coming up against Mindsy is just like, it's that whole coming up against LeBron if you're the Golden State Warriors. Like, golden, yeah.
Oh, it's like topping the Swiss and then like, oh, okay, this is the one deck the one player I don't want to face is my first opponent, and that's my reward for being on top. What the hell?
Yeah, it's like I used to say back in the day, if I could beat you with my one Shadow Mage Infiltrator deck, because I couldn't afford the whole 4, it was just hilarious. Then you shouldn't be playing Magic. It was funny. I actually won a 5K with that old 3-color deck. It was the
oh wow,
Shadow Mage Infiltrator deck based on like counter spells and stuff.
Yep.
I don't know if you were around in that stage, but that was like I think Invasion era.
Oh no, I was definitely around in that.
Yeah, it was the Shadow Mage Infiltrator, Undermine, Suffocating Blast deck. And I was basically just slow killing people with like Ophidian draws and Suffocating Blasting stuff and undermining people's life totals.
So grindy.
And it was and I won a 5K with it, so you know.
Oh my god.
It's such a shit deck. Oh, no, took so much patience.
I have to admit I miss Magic the Gathering at times.
I miss competitive Magic, but I don't
miss competitive Magic. I miss playing Vintage.
I miss what competitive Magic used to be. None of this like, you know, you've got one top dog and that's it, which feels like Magic now is just like one top dog deck and that's it. Like everything else is tier 2. But in the same kind of way, I don't miss the grinding of competitive professional Magic. I don't miss like going to qualifiers, you know, 3 times a weekend to try and like grind into the Pro Tour. I don't miss you know, Grand Prix and trying to like top a Grand Prix or at least day 2, you know, into a high place to get money. I've had enough of that shit in my life.
Yeah, no, that's long past. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to the days where I could go turn up and play like, I don't know, Oath of Druids versus Stacks or something crazy.
Stasis, just full on stasis.
Oh yeah, any kind of lock deck. Yeah.
What do you play? I play stasis. You cunt.
Yeah, I'm just like you just want people to suffer.
Yeah, you just hate people, and this is the way you're showing it. Yes, that is correct.
You're going to show them you're going to utilize all 45 minutes or 50 minutes this round.
Exactly.
And they're going to want to kill themselves later. Oh, well.
Anyway, well, that's it from me, and it sounds like that's it from you. So, Adam, where can people catch you?
I'm not in the moment, but I will be starting up my my Twitch stream again soon. So it's ads7281. You can find me on Twitch. I haven't streamed for quite some time because of relocation and internet issues, but
Internet.
looking to start streaming again. I play a little bit of Hearthstone, so, and might occasionally show off some basketball cards. I did some NBA simulation stuff on 2K last year, which was interesting. People want to check that out. That's actually up on YouTube, which is also the same thing. Ads, or ads 7281. Pretty much all my socials, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch.
I did notice that that some dickhead added me on Twitter recently.
Yes, following everybody on all of the socials with my lovely little emoji. But yeah, yes, and also I occasionally make appearance on the It Should Go Without Saying podcast, which is a friend of mine who absolutely loves sport but doesn't know enough about the NBA to talk about it by himself. So,
I mean, apparently that should go without saying, but you know,
it should go without saying, shouldn't it? But yes, that's me. That's where you can find me. Yeah, maybe I'll be up on Twitch doing some, what do we call them? Competitions, not breaks.
Competitions, that's right.
Yes, all kinds of competitions.
Cool. Well, as for me, obviously you can find me everywhere as Chesh Breaks. Don't forget that this is this lovely visual video podcast, I guess, what we're calling it. Vidcast? Yes, I don't know. It's brought to you by cheshbreaks.com.au, where we don't do group breaks, we do competitions. Now just go and buy my graded shit.
We're not casual here, we're competitive. Everything's a competition.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
Well, thanks for...
Come on. PSA, Panini, get your act together. Stop making us angry.
Exactly. I just want my fucking subs back. Give me my graded cards back so I can sell them and make a little bit of money. Alright, we'll catch everyone later. Bye, everyone.